Before I do today's video, Linda wanted me to give Flapjack a big hug for her, so that's what we're going to do. Flapjack, come here. Come here, you big boy, you big lug. Come here, you big lug. This is from Linda. This is from Linda. Okay, now we'll get back to today's regularly scheduled programming. Well, hello, YouTube. This is Chuck, and it's Sunday, March 3rd, 2024, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got done walking Flapjack over here at the park. And I've been trying for a couple days to shoot a video, but it's kind of windy and can't really shoot one outside, and that's what I wanted to do, and I'm having trouble keeping my thoughts together. So we'll give it another try, but I'm sure you can hear the wind noise in the camera right now, so let's go get in the van, and so we can get rid of that wind noise. Okay, back up. Let me in. Let me in. Come on, let me in. You're up in my chair. All right, nice and quiet in here now, and no Flapper, we got him out of the way. So anyway, thought I'd do another one of my talking about my van stuff series, and boy, that last one I shot, and it really has blown up. It's over 74,000 views now. I think it's going to top 75. It is starting to show signs of slowing down a little bit, but holy golly, I never really believed that thing would take off like that. I thought it might be a popular topic, but I've had a lot of comments back on it, and most of them have been positive, and there's a few people out there that made negative comments about it, like, what gave me the authority to make comments about women van lifers or female van lifers, and a couple of them even got mad at me for using the term female instead of women. I didn't quite figure out that. I even had one gal that called me dude, said I shouldn't refer to them as females, I should refer to them as women. Well, if I can't refer to them as women, how can she refer to me as dude? That's beyond me. But anyway, a lot of them were so far out there, it made me laugh, but the vast majority, almost 99% of the comments have been positive, and that was, the whole thing was meant in a positive light. There was nothing meant to be negative at all about that, but it sure did open the floodgates to a lot of discussion about people living the nomad lifestyle, or people that living in their cars. And you can't see it right now, but let me spin you around right quick like here and see what happened. This little that black car started to back out, and this little blue car right here come bombing by me and slammed on the brakes right in front of me. I'm surprised you didn't hear that. Now they're clearing out. Anyway, back to our story. The sure opened the floodgates in a lot of discussion. Most of it was positive about the circumstances behind what make people end up living in vehicles, and especially people that end up living in their cars. I've often said that there's two types of people that live in a vehicle, and that's people that want to, and people that do it because they have no other choice. And so I feel sorry for people that don't want to be there. There's a certain melancholy about it. I've described it as a defeated, beaten down attitude, and boy, you can just see it. They're absolutely, you can just tell by looking at them they're unhappy about the whole circumstance. And I have a great deal of sympathy for those kind of people and what got them there, and a lot of the stories are pretty similar. And I've been exchanging comments with one of the people that watched that video, and it was kind of interesting. A lady named Rosemary, she started out bashing me, and then after I responded back in a positive light, we've had some pretty interesting exchanges since then. And her situation, she apparently lives in a car. I don't know, she didn't actually say, but I got the impression she probably did. And she's talking about that her husband's gone, and she got evicted from her house, and her children kind of abandoned her, and she didn't really have any choice but to try to live in her car. And so she's doing the best to make the best of it, and I think that's good. The old saying is, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. And there's a lot of people that are stuck that way, and there's a lot of people that they'll meet other folks that are in the same boat, and they develop a kinship with them, and and the same thing with vans, and I don't know how really to describe it. I don't think I'd be comfortable trying to live in a car. I don't think I'd be comfortable in trying to live in anything I couldn't stand up in. I think standing up is a big deal. And even a low-top van, I think I'd have difficulty with. And there's thousands of people out there that live in low-top vans every day. But that's Susan. Susan's she's a volunteer over at the museum. And she walks her dog over here and obviously said hi. So anyway, she's on camera now. I got her. But she was my camera person for one of the videos I shot here a while back. But anyway, getting back to my story, and there's thousands of people who live in low top vans, and they just do just fine. But I think to me the dividing line between something you can live in and something you can't live in is whether you can stand up in it or not. And I guess another dividing line would be whether you got your own potty or not. But either way, people do it both ways, and people thrive doing it both ways, and they try to make the best of it. Just the other day I saw a lady I walking a dog over here in the morning, and I saw a lady that out of state plates on the car, and the whole back seat's full of stuff, and she was sitting over in the passenger seat and reading a book, and I took one look at that, and I thought, she's living in her car. You could just tell. And appearance wasn't the best, and I don't want to knock people like that. I'm not judgmental, and even on one of our squashing trips here a while back, there was a guy that was living out of his car, and it was pretty obvious. And I went over to talk to him, and boy, he immediately was defensive. And I said, hey, no, I'm just curious. I'm not judgmental. I'm just curious. Well, then he relaxed a little bit, and he told us his whole story, and it was the same story you hear everywhere. But I guess the whole crux of the thing is we need to have empathy for the people that are out there because they don't want to be and they have no choice. And I think the people that do it because they want to. There's a lot of people that live in vehicles. I mean, there's people who live in $1 million motorhomes, but there's also people that live in Priuses, and some of those people are doing it because they want to, and they thrive doing that, and more power to them. That's great. But our society is we don't take as good a care of our indigent people as we probably should, and we spend a lot of money trying to take care of people on the other side of the globe, but we fail to take care of our own people in many respects. The Phoenix area has a tremendous problem with homeless people, and they've been under court order to clean up the encampments and all this kind of stuff like that. But basically what it amounts to do is just pushing those people around. And the problem with a lot of those inner city homeless people, a lot of them are chronically mentally ill, the CMI, and a lot of them have substance abuse problems, and that doesn't get fixed overnight. And it didn't happen overnight. It doesn't get fixed overnight. So I don't really have an answer for it. It's just society the way it is right now. But as far as talking about people that live in vehicles, I'm fascinated by the lifestyle, and I go out and do it a little bit. Have I run into prejudice? Yeah, I've run into a little prejudice. I actually ran into some folks that didn't think I deserved to be around them, or they didn't deserve to treat me nicely because I was not full-time. They were full-time, so I wasn't the real deal because I was only a part-timer. And at first it kind of aggravated me a little bit, but then I saw the humor in it eventually. And so anyway, I probably rambled on. This is kind of a ramble, and I probably rambled on long enough on this, but that video really struck a nerve, and it really had a lot of views, a lot of comments, and I picked up 1,200 new subscribers. I hope they stick with me. Every video I do is not about that. And my videos are all over the place. But I guess that's probably a long enough ramble for now. And so let me tell you, as I always do, take care of each other and love each other. Take care of yourself. And when you say your prayers tonight, and I hope you do say your prayers every night, thank the Creator for what you have, and because there's a whole lot of people out there that have less than you do. And I think that's probably good enough for right now. And let me give you one more look at old Flapper here. He's just sitting here all patiently waiting for me to get done, because he knows when he goes home he gets a cookie. And for right now, I'll just tell you, where's he at? There he is. Right now, I'll just tell you, peace out.